year passed since I saw the savages on my island, with the remains of the poor victims they had murdered. They did not return, but still I kept my daily vigil with my spyglass and kept my muskets loaded and the gunpowder dry. One day a storm arose. It raged for 2 days and 2 nights. When it cleared, I saw that it claimed another ship like the one I had sailed on. Its battered hulk was cast up upon the rocks a mile out, and there were no signs of life. As I had with my own ship, now 24 years ago, I ventured out with my canoe and took what provisions I could back to my fortification. What about the sailors that had been on it? No signs of life. And I guessed that those sailors who could had put down lifeboats and tried to row away from the storm and the ship, only to be drowned at sea, as my own shipmates had been. Another year and a half passed, and one morning I was surprised to see 5 canoes approaching the shore of my island. They were a good half-hour's journey down the beach from me. There were 30 of those savages, and through my spyglass I saw some of them drag 2 other miserable wretches from their boats. One of the 2 men was immediately knocked down and, I presume, murdered, while the other one was left standing by himself for a moment. I saw him look around. Seeing his chance to escape, he broke into a run with incredible swiftness and dashed away from them. And he was running directly toward my hiding place. 2 savages came after him, but he outran them. They were running toward my hiding place. The poor prisoner came closer. I shouted to him, "Hello there!" He stopped, amazed that there should be any one creature on this barren island. "This way, this way!" He changed direction and ran towards me, with the 2 of the savages closely behind him. I let the prisoner run past me and stepped out suddenly from my hiding place as the 2 savages came close. I rushed towards one and knocked him down with the butt of my musket. The other savage stopped abruptly. He had a bow and arrow, and he drew to shoot me. I aimed the musket at him and pulled the trigger, and he fell dead. The prisoner, in amazement, stopped and looked at the savage I had shot. Then he came slowly towards me. Was he going to kill me? Murder me too? He came closer, and then he kneeled down in front of me and touched the ground with his head. It was a sign of his thankfulness for having saved his life. He spoke some words to me. I could not understand what he said, but it was the first human voice I had heard, except for my own, in 25 years. The other savage, the one I had knocked down, began to come to. The prisoner made a sign as if to ask for my sword. He took it and killed the second savage on the spot. I decided to see what the other savages were up to. I climbed up a tree and put my spyglass to my eye. The others, apparently without a thought for the prisoner and the 2 savages who had chased him, got into their canoes and went back out to sea. And now began one of the happiest periods of my entire stay on the island. The prisoner, well, I soon stopped calling him that. Since my calendar showed that I had saved his life on a Friday, I gave him the name of Friday. He was a handsome, strong young native of about 26 years of age. I found him to be bright and of good heart. And since I was his rescuer, he soon let me know that he would serve me as long as he lived. I took him back to my fortification and gave him food and shelter. Over the days and weeks and months that followed, I taught him to speak.